Your girl is back on YouTube. We are back.
We are back, we are better, we are back. We are back, we are better, we are back.
Hello guys, and welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Timmy, and I'm happy to be back on this space after going through so much, of which I'm going to be telling you some of them in this video. So please stay tuned. Go grab a cup of coffee, chocolate, juice, and of course something you can munch on, because this story is going to be very, very, very interesting. So I'll see you shortly. Yeah, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please don't mind the voices of the children in the background, because I don't know, they're just back from school and they're just making noise. It is what it is. So as I was saying, why am I saying so? The last time I posted a video was in 2020, before the COVID, and I didn't know that COVID came with a lot of stuff for me. Like, I wouldn't term them to be bad things, although it was inconvenient. At some point I lost it, I was frustrated. I was gradually moving into depression, and thank God that today I am here and I'm back on YouTube making this video. Sometimes in 2020 October, I had a post-surgery complication. I'm going to be telling you about the surgery I had before, maybe in another video. I don't want this video to be too long. So I had a post-surgery complication around my spine, and I started going to the hospital like 2 times, 3 times in a week, just to make sure the wound was checked, dressed, and I was also taking or giving my antibiotic shots, because the location where the wound was just by my spine and it was opened. If anything should infect the wound, it was going to go straight into my brain. So I was literally very careful, and for 2 years I was carrying plaster bandage on my neck or on my back, just by my neckline, and I was restricted for 2 years. I couldn't wear whatever thing I wanted to wear. I couldn't have my bath from my head downwards. I had to have my back from here, my chest here, downward. It was frustrating, I tell you, because at times, before I go back for my routine checkup or my routine dressing, the wound starts to smell and bring out like some very, very horrible fluids. Well, I kept on doing that for 2 years, and I was not happy. I couldn't do the things I wanted to do. I couldn't go to the places I wanted to go to. I even stopped YouTube because it was messing with my mind. It was tampering with my self-esteem, my happiness. Everything was going down the drain. But I don't know what made me have that faith and that belief that somewhere, somehow, there's going to be a solution and God was going to come through for me. So I want to use this video as a medium to tell everybody out there, I don't know what you're going through, I don't know what your challenge is. It might seem impossible, it might seem like you cannot or you will not come out of it. My dear, don't tell yourself and don't accept that. For me, that is a myth in my world, because everything is possible, and I believe in God, and God actually helped me and saw me through. I did that for 2 years, and in 2021, 2021, I started to look for or search for solutions to the problem. I just told myself I can't continue going to see one doctor every time. I need to go to another hospital, general hospital. That was Lagos State Hospital here in Lagos. So I saw another physician, and we started to do a couple of tests to know what the problem or what the cause of the problem was. But still, deep down inside me, there was somewhere that I was not convinced that something was being done the right way. I didn't want to contact surgeon that did the surgery in the first place, because I had that fear that if I tell him or you mention it to him, he might say I should come back to the country where I had the surgery done in the first place. Trust me, it's a lot of money, and with the way the economy was, with the way Nigeria was, I seriously had that fear because my parents it was not planned. It's not something that was something we were thinking that they were going to be able to manage here in Nigeria, and the wound was going to close up because it was opened. I don't want to post pictures in this video because it's very gory, but if you don't mind, if you want me to do another video with a full detail of what the injury was and what the complication was, you can just drop it in the comment section and I will do due diligence. So back to my story now. Deep down inside of me, when I was going to Lagos State Hospital, I was like, no, I can't continue to do tests and this thing is still opened. I'm still caged. Trust me, if you have any health situation, you can't live your life like every normal human being, because you wouldn't even have that happiness, you don't even have that zeal, you don't have that drive to do anything because you are just weighed down. It's just a thing of unhappiness on a steady. It's not a good thing going to the hospital every time, because you see cases that are better than your case and worse than your situation, and you don't want to be in that environment. So if you're in good health, you don't have a reason to go to the hospital, please, you have every reason to thank God, because it is not by your strength, it is not that you're eating the right food or you're sleeping well or you're not being affected by anything. It's just God's mercy. I don't know, like, because in 2 years it was, my dear, I don't pray for my enemy to go through what I went through, but I thank God because God came through for me. I had to muscle courage, I had to muscle strength, and I had to talk to the surgeon that did the surgery, because at this point I wasn't sure if these people knew what they were doing anymore. It looked as if they were just using me for trial and error here in Nigeria. So another thing that made me scared was that I didn't have money. Like, I didn't stock up money anywhere, and with the way this economy was, to even get dollar is a problem. But I just still had that faith, and I just told God, I said, God, I really want a change. I really want to have my life back. I really want to live my life like the way I'm supposed to live it. I want to achieve what you actually created me to achieve in this life. I like, God, you just have to come through. I don't know what this man is going to say, but you just have to come through for me. Then I sent him a message. I sent him a mail with the pictures of the wound. I'll put a picture I sent to the doctor, and he got back to me and he said, the doctor that's taking care of your wound in Nigeria, did they send you for tests for a particular type of infection? I said no. Then he said, you know what, you have to come back down here to Turkey and I would have to do another surgery. Fam, I cried, like I was just crying out like, God, I didn't want to hear this. I don't want to go through this journey. It's not easy going for a surgery a second time. Even going for the first time is not easy. I was like, you know what? After I finished crying, I just dusted myself from the dust, and I told myself, I said, you know what? We have to just start the process. My passport had expired. To do passport in Nigeria now, it's it takes forever. But I started to ask people like, where's the quickest place I can get my passport? And a friend told me to go to Jos. So I went to Jos. I stayed in Jos for 3 weeks and I got my passport. At that point, I had not even like started sourcing for finance for the surgery because I needed $10,000, a whooping $10,000. As in, I'm like, God, where am I going to start from? But I just told myself, I'm not going to cry. I'm going to be strong. God's going to come through for me. There's going to be provision for my surgery. So I had my passport, got my passport, and I came back to Lagos from Jos. And I started talking to people, and some people gave me money, some people gifted me, some people recommended NGOs that supported. And in October, yeah, October last year, October 2022, I was granted a visa and I left the country. I went for surgery. For the surgery, it was successful. I was discharged in 3 days. Even to my greatest surprise, I was healing faster than normal. And I'm like, everybody was like, wow, do you just look like somebody that went for a surgery? I'm like, yes, I went for surgery. And I'm sitting down here today, and it's 5 months. Yeah, 5 months, I'm not mistaken. I came out of theater in October 16th. So October, November, December, January, February. Yeah, 5 months. So I'm here. I'm glad to be here. So I'm going to bring you a lot of juicy stuff on this space. So please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, please kindly click on the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so that when I post a video, I bring interesting things your way, you'll be among the first set of people to get it. I hope I didn't bore you with this story and you were able to understand why I have been away from this space. I am so happy, like guys, I am so anyways, bye for now. I'll see you in my next video.